Welcome back. Georgia State Senator Colton Moore calling for the impeachment of Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis after she indicted President Trump. Moore sent a letter to Governor Brian Kemp requesting a special session of Congress to review her decision, claiming that this is a crisis of state affairs. Former President Trump, meanwhile, is canceling his press conference on the Georgia election next week. Instead, he wrote this on Truth Social. His attorneys will present, quote, irrefutable and overwhelming evidence of election fraud and irregularities in formal legal filings. Joining me right now is Georgia Congressman Barry Loudermilk. He's a member of the House Financial Services and Administration Committees. Congressman, thanks very much for being here. What is your reaction to this state senator wanting to take down Fani Willis?
Well, it's very interesting, Maria, that is something that can be done through Georgia law. As someone who served in the state house and the state senate, I'm familiar with that. It would require, at this point, a special session, which would be the decision of the governor. I think this is an uphill battle for him, but I think the impeachment, if is successful, the danger isn't about necessarily what could be done to Trump. It's what could be done to future candidates, future elections, because this clearly will politicize elections, because what she's claiming is something that is done within state law, challenging an election, is now criminal if you're not successful in the challenge. I mean, they're saying if you don't like the outcome of an election, then this could be criminalized if you follow state law and you file appeals and you go through the process. And so I think that's where the real danger is what will be done in future elections if this goes through. And unlike other charges, these hold a minimum prison sentence of 5 years. So this is very significant. It's something I think the legislature does need to be looking at very closely.
Well, let me ask you this, Congressman, because former Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich shared a story on the Charlie Kirk show the other day, and he said that he has a reliable source who told him that the White House called Fulton County DA Fani Willis demanding that she make an indictment of President Trump on Monday as opposed to Tuesday. He said he has a reliable source that's told him the White House directed her to make the announcement of an indictment on Monday. What is the ramification if, in fact, the White House was working with Fani Willis on this?
Well, I think there'd be great ramifications there, especially with her case, because part of the key evidence that she's bringing up is this phone call between Donald Trump and Brad Raffensperger, the Georgia Secretary of State, that they're claiming he put undue influence on an elected official to do something that they're claiming was illegal. But at the same time, if this is true, I think that's very damning, because now you've got a sitting president calling a district attorney, putting political pressure on her to do something. And so I think that could really start unraveling this case for them.